Electric field due to line charge distribution from Gauss theorem. See, this is the topic. We are finding electric field due to line charge distribution. Line charge distribution or nearby uniformly charged straight wire using Gauss theorem. This is the wire. Let us consider it is line charge distribution or straight wire having length L on which plus Q charge is uniformly distributed. This is called point number 1, theory of the derivation. Having linear charge density lambda. This linear charge density is Q by L. So charge will be lambda into L. See, this lambda is the uniform linear charge density. This Q will be lambda into L. Equation number 1. Now what we are finding? We are finding electric field nearby. Nearby means, see, we are finding electric field at this point. At a distance R, perpendicular distance R from the wire. So nearby means this R should be very less than length of the wire. This is called nearby. So sometimes this topic also called infinite straight wire. So for lesser distance this wire can be treated as infinite, or we say nearby uniformly charged straight wire. See, it is another point. We are finding electric field at P at R distance from line charge. You may say line charge or uniformly charged straight wire. See, this is our question. What we are finding? Breathe in slowly and gradually. Now in the point number 2, we will have to consider Gaussian surface. Remember, Gaussian surface is an imaginary closed area on which electric field must remain constant. So we will consider one imaginary closed area. What should be the imaginary closed area where electric field will remain constant? So you will come to know on the final stage. Finally its answer will be lambda upon 2 pi epsilon naught r. Finally you will see this lambda is linear charge density, constant. Only this R remains. So E is depending upon R only. When R, the points for which R will be same or constant, electric field will remain same or constant for those points. So you will see for a wire which should be considered as Gaussian surface. So R, see, this is R. Likewise this side, see, this is R, same distance, R. So you will focus, then you will see it is hollow cylinder. See, from this wire R distance is constant. So each and every point of hollow cylinder R is same. So electric field will be same. In Hindi, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड जहां जहां आर सेम होगा वो कांस्टेंट रहेगा. एक हॉलो सिलेंडर के लिए आप देखें ये आर सेम रहता है फ्रॉम द वायर. तो अगर आर सेम है तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड सिलेंडर की सरफेस के ऊपर सेम है. सो वी विल कंसीडर गॉसियन सरफेस एज हॉलो सिलेंडर of radius r and length L. Focus on this line. Gaussian surface is that surface on which electric field should remain constant. So it is hollow cylinder on which electric field will remain constant. You will come to know on the last step. But Gauss theorem can be applied when we are confirmed about Gaussian surface. About Gaussian surface where electric field is constant. So we will write this line also. See, this electric field is radially outwards and remains constant on each point on Gaussian surface. And radially outward means, see, this is wire on which plus q charge is uniformly distributed. So electric field is radially outward equally in all the directions, like from a source of light, cylindrical source of light. Light is illuminated equally in all the directions. So electric field is radially outward in all the directions. So for simplicity, we say like this: this is radially outward electric field in the upward direction. Then in the point number 3, we may write statement of Gauss theorem, which is surface integral of electric field over closed area is the net charge enclosed by closed area divided by epsilon naught. So this left hand side, this is the integration for Gaussian surface. This small area on the Gaussian surface, this total closed area Gaussian surface, which is hollow cylinder. So we will integrate this for this hollow cylinder. Now focus on hollow cylinder. Breathe in slowly and gradually. You will see this hollow cylinder having 3 different areas, S1, S2, S3, or A1, A2, A3. 3 different surface areas. So we will integrate this for hollow cylinder. Now hollow cylinder made up of 3 different surfaces. So we will split this integration into 3 different integrals. E dot ds for surface 1. See this circle divided into 3 parts. E vector dot ds vector for surface 2 and E vector dot ds vector for surface 3 is equal to q by epsilon naught. Focus, breathe in slowly and gradually. This is flux for the surface 1. We call it like this. This is phi 1. You know, this is phi 1 flux linked with the surface 1. Remember the definition of flux, mathematical definition, phi 1 plus phi 2. This is the electric flux linked with the second area. And this is the electric flux linked with third area. And that is equal to q by epsilon naught. Similarly, what is this? E vector dot ds vector over closed area is nothing but total flux linked with the Gaussian surface or hollow cylinder, and that is q by epsilon naught. Breathe in. Now you have 2 options for this derivation. Either you will follow this blue color, step 1, step 2, and there will be step 3. You will write it like this: E ds cos theta 1 for the surface 1 plus E ds cos theta 2 for the surface 2. When you write it surface 1, you may write it ds1, ds2, ds3 as well. Or you may follow this derivation, this red color. Both ways, either of one. I am writing both. मैं दोनों लिख रहा हूं, ब्लू कलर वाला भी और रेड कलर वाला भी. आपको सिर्फ एक फॉलो करना है. Either this blue color, E dot ds over closed area, then this, or this red one, total flux, then phi 1 plus phi 2 plus phi 3, and see, this can be written as phi 1. Phi 1 is E A1 cos theta 1 plus E A2 cos theta 2 plus E A3 cos theta 3 is equal to q by epsilon naught. See, if you are following red color, this is also Gauss theorem. Another statement of Gauss theorem. This is surface integral of electric field over closed area is equal to q by epsilon naught. This is called total flux linked with Gaussian surface or with the hollow cylinder. Same point. This is E dot ds1 for surface 1. This is called flux 1. Flux with the area 1. You will write it like this in the blue color or in the red color. Now breathe in slowly and gradually. Now we are finding these angles, theta 1, theta 2, theta 3. Focus on the diagram. Now draw their directions of area vector. that is called normal vectors. See, this is outward drawn normal for area 1. So this is n1 cap. Direction of area 1 vector, if you write it like this, and direction of ds1, that is called n1 cap, outward drawn normal. Similarly, direction of area 2, see, this is outward normal. For area 3, this is n3 cap, direction of area 3 vector. You may write it ds1, ds2, ds3 or s1, s2, s3. Outward normals are n1, n2, n3. Once again, breathe in slowly and gradually. Now, what is theta? Have the reminder. Theta is the angle between E vector and n cap. See, E vector is radially outward. Focus on this. This time, this E vector made by us for line charge. For line charge, it is radially outward. This is direction of E vector. Now focus on n cap. If you focus on n1 cap, it is making an angle of 90 degrees. So theta 1 is the angle between n1 and E vector. This is 90 degrees. See, n2 cap and E vector both are in same directions. So theta 2 will be 0 degrees. Similarly, E vector making an angle of 90 degrees with n3 cap. So theta 3 will be 90 degrees. Breathe in again. Now you may follow either of the method. If you follow this, now input in this, theta 1 as 90 degrees and theta 2 0 degrees and theta 3 90 degrees. If you follow that, theta 1 angles are same, but put in this 90 degrees, theta 2 0 degrees and theta 3 90 degrees. Now apply your mind. If you follow this, cos 90 will be 0. If you follow this, cos 0 1 EA2 plus cos 90 0. So it is Q by epsilon naught. See, if you follow this, again cos 90 will give rise to 0 plus it will be integration of E ds2 cos 0. Cos 0 will be 1 plus this will be cos 90 0. That is Q by epsilon naught. Breathe in slowly and gradually. Now you know electric field remaining constant on each and every point of Gaussian surface. So it can be taken out of the integration sign. Integration of ds2, it is s2. Now focus, both are same after this point. You may write A2 or you may write S2. A2 means area of second surface, S2 means surface area of second surface. One and the same thing. Once again breathe in. You may follow either of these two. You must not write both. Either you will follow this technique, E dot ds over closed area, then for surface 1, surface 2, surface 3, then angles are same and this point. Or you will follow this red color, total flux, then phi 1, phi 2, phi 3, then this one, and this will be the step. Once again breathe in. Now what is A2? You may follow this or this. After that you will be writing like this, S2 or A2. This is surface area of the curvature. This is 2 pi RL and Q is lambda into L from first equation. See, this length is cancelling and the final answer is lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught r. This is final answer, and the graph between electric field and distance from wire. This is distance from wire or line charge. See, when r will be 0, something upon 0, infinite. So draw parallel here. Similarly, when r will be infinity, something upon infinity will be 0. So draw parallel line here. Now draw it like this. It is decreasing. It is following inverse relation like this. Got it?